would you do if you were called to duty and had to compromise your whole lifestyle? Are you willing to discontinue your education without any future guarantees? Well, these are some of the questions some of the students at UNC Chapel Hill were confronted to ask during the Civil War. Their compromises are seen throughout the monument titled Silent Sam, or also known as Confederate Monument. Upon seeing this beautifully constructed monument for the first time, I felt like a story was being unfolded right before my eyes. The story of American history, as it directly correlates with the compromises made by 40% of UNC students, highest in the nation, as they decided to fight for the Confederacy. As I tilted my head up to look at the statues, my eyes were quickly drawn to the gun, outfit, and facial expressions of Sam, as all these elements help articulate his story to us. As my eyes dilated further and admired this art, I noticed the bronze carving, which added another element to the whole atmosphere. I saw a mother holding a sword to give to her son, as she puts her hand on her son's shoulder. What grabbed my attention and provoked an emotional response was the book. However, it's more than a book. It serves as a symbol of sacrifice and commitment made by UNC students. Through research, I've also found that this monument was sculptured by John A. Wilson. John Wilson was a Canadian, therefore he holds a very different perspective of the Civil War. This technique helps to reduce controversies such as Northern-Southern supremacy, which will thus completely undermine the compromises made by our soldiers. However, despite all these attempts to create a well-defined peace, this monument has created many misunderstandings, such as many people have often interpreted this monument as a symbol of racial oppression. However, its purpose was not to stir this debate, but it was intended to memorialize the 321 alumni who died during the war, thus creating an obligation for future generations to respond to the call of duty. This message causes current and rising students like yourself to learn from history and choose an appropriate action when time comes. At the same time, to my disappointment, I have seen that despite having this significant monument among us in the upper quad, we have failed to appreciate and recognize its beauty. We have seen this location as just another place to socialize. Therefore, I encourage you to go and admire Silent Sam and be proud of the dignified history Carolina holds.